Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, it's time for War 2 of the season. SSX, we faced JA last war, going up against Salty now. So we are facing the best of the best, Tier 1 Masters. I am so excited to be back. And just real quick, it is actually working out very well into my life, this new map. And also the planning and my battle group, the way they're supporting me, helping me. I'm able to do the things with my family and my work that I really do want to get done. They're my highest priorities, and it's allowing me to continue playing the game this way. So 2 wars in, I'm feeling great about it. Now, we've got America Chavez and Kate Bishop. Kate's gonna get action in this one, rank 5 Ascended Kate, and then Spot is there. We're gonna do this first fight against Sorcerer. There's not really too much to it. What I wanna do is point out these 2 synergies. Hopefully you saw the last war video where we talked about the synergy between Kate and America Chavez. I'm finally getting chances to talk about that more. We did that a lot in the Kate Bishop showcase, why I'm saying, like, I think she might be an Acropolis option. And you showed that, and then I'm gonna show you how incredible she is in short form too, right? We've been seeing that, I've been doing those videos, but getting to use her in Tier 1 War to hunt another animal. So we're doing that right now. We use her riposte ability. I'm gonna let the passive stun go on for quite a while, right? It doesn't matter that the opponents have limber. We're gonna get that, and it's gonna give us that extra kickback towards the wall, which is ideally is what we want here. So we're gonna go in. Really, that perfect release, not that hard to get off the SP1. Watch my videos. I talk about how to do it if that's something that's still holding you back from her. And then you can see how much damage we are already doing. We're gonna land our second cold snap here, and we are now ticking. Like, it's actually hard to count how much it is. It looks like it's around 5,000 a second, maybe a little bit more actually. Those big numbers going there. Okay, and then the other synergy we have is Spot. We're not gonna use Spot today, but this synergy with America Chavez, this is part of why I want Spot so bad. It's a 7-star, I want to rank him up, is it lowers opponent energy resistance by 15% for each unique parallel dimension. Remember, Chavez can get 3 of them. And buff on the opponent. It's also a nice synergy for Spot, but we'll talk about that in a Spot video at some point. So I'm also pausing this on this one for a couple different reasons. I fought a Gallon last war, but it was a different path. And this is the one I want to point out. And you can see I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. This underhanded comment, really important to read it. And that's like the smallest one, looks like the least important, but in my opinion, it actually is the most important. For each buff on the defender, the attacker has their defensive ability accuracy reduced by 15%. Their defensive ability accuracy. So as we know, Gallon's gonna get a lot of buffs. So my ability accuracy is gonna be reduced fast. So I went into this fight thinking, like, I don't wanna rely on parry. I do need to knock him down, but fortunately with America Chavez, that's really easy to do, right? That passive stun, you get to those SP1s, you get your dimensions up, right? We're canceling out the heavy. Here we go, and you're gonna see, get the nice little intercept, so I don't have to rely on a parry there. He didn't have buffs yet anyway, so it didn't really matter. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, there, I did go for the stand-up intercept. Doing Battlegrounds has actually been tremendously helpful to me. I can feel it in my first two wars this season, just playing a little bit more aggressively and just really knowing movesets so fast. And I'm not going to get to be able to finish talking about this. I didn't want him to throw any specials, so I intentionally held block. Didn't want to throw any specials. Didn't want the I thinking they had an opening. And then because of his buffs and me having, I think I had 2 of my dimensions up, I knew Chavez was going to be hitting so hard that I would probably finish him off in a combo, not even need to go to the special. And if I did need to go to the special, I would do it. In a perfect world, I would have gotten back my SP2 and healed up with it, but I think I came out with about 4% health loss, so really not a big deal. And I kind of remember it's 4% because I remember considering healing for the next fight I take with her and being like, I don't need to do that. Let's be serious. Let's be honest with ourselves. I do not need to heal up for that. So here we go. Now we're gonna go with this fight here against Man-Thing. Now, fortunately, Kate is a tactic attacker, right? So she's gonna get those withers, and we're going to get that unstoppable, which will be nice because Man-Thing is a tactic defender. But all things being equal, I think if you play the slow lane, you'd be fine without this because her damage is so good if you play her well. So there's some various things going on there. I think it's like he becomes nullify immune and things like that with the node. But essentially, it's going to be the same exact thing. Now remember, he has 310,000 health, so this is a beefy Man-Thing here. With her damage source, his like crit resistance or whatever he has isn't really going to matter. There's that aggressiveness though that I talked about from Battlegrounds. So I got to I do need to be a little careful with it. I knew Man-Thing wasn't going to be able to do too much to me off the bat with no specials. Even if you 5-hit combo, he doesn't hit that hard. So there we go. We're into that. I'm gonna heavy him into the corner. And I think it's after this one I'm going to get another knockdown. Well, I missed the evade there. But this one I think it is where I'm going to get the knockdown. No, maybe it's a little bit later. But the thing I want to point out is that she essentially is unblockable. In fact, it might not even be in this fight. I'm sorry, I thought it was. But remember, if you knock them down, here it is, watch. She's got that crushed passive, which is essentially I am unblockable. So if you just time that, you can basically go for a wake up intercept, meaning like when they start to wake up, you know that you're unblockable because the passive is going to be on them. They can't shrug it or anything like that. You can just go in immediately and beat them up. There's 44 seconds for 310,000 health. Man thing, that's the sort of damage that a rank 5 Ascended Kate Bishop can do. I love her. The synergy with Chavez is so good. I love playing Kate. Yeah, all the superlatives, all the superlatives. Okay, so this one is that rich get richer. You saw this fight last war, and it was against an Ascended Hulkling, okay? So it's essentially going to be the same thing, but you're gonna see a little bit what happens when, you know, you don't get as big a crits and that sort of thing. So this Hulkling has obviously less health, but it is a rank 5. Same battle plan, right? I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna let my heavies finish. I'd rather take a few extra seconds, and that's literally all it's going to be, and get up my third dimension, that purple one, right? Let's go ahead and see what it's called. I think the negative zone. Get that one up because that's the one that's going to reduce Hulkling's power gain from when he triggers his buffs and things like that. Stay the heck out of the way of that SP1. Really, I'm not going to give him the chance to go unblockable, right? There's no reason to let him into my block or anything like that. You can stay away. He has that nice little float down. And then I paused it here on purpose because I wanted you to remember how much health he had. At this point in the fight, he has 67% health. And we're just now going to throw our first special 2, and it's not going to get a ton of crits, but watch what happens. Remember how much health he had. He's at 67% right now, and watch how hard America Chavez hits. And then with that help, with that energy resistance reduction from Spot, go in there, get a nice little reparry, fight over. How long did this take? 26 seconds, 27 seconds. My boy Roy, who I think did the planning on this one, he's like, I want to see sub 30, Vega. I want to see sub 30. I was not going to let him down. We got it down in 28 seconds. Phenomenal war. Was able to go and do all the things with my family, birthday parties, sleepovers, youth soccer games, team parties afterwards, go do the shopping. I got to be the dad I wanted to be, come home, get the war plan, knock out my fights, and get back to all the fun and the party, and then make this video late at night while everyone's sleeping and I can just get it done and do this with you. So I'm just really pumped up. It really pumped up. Now here's the results from the last war. We were able to get the best of JA, Phenomenal Alliance. They just happened to die there towards the end, and then I think, you know, after that there wasn't as much reason to boost and things like that. So I think we won by a couple deaths, couple kills like that, but you know, they're a Phenomenal Alliance. It just was, that's how it is at this level. It comes down to the end, and we were able to get the win there. Bean, Hot Fuzz, Bitter Seal, you know those names, phenomenal players. And then the current war this video is on against Salty, and then here's the score for this current war. It's incredibly tight. As I go to bed, it's like 114, 111. We've got 2 defender kills. They've got 3. Right now, it's anybody's war. They're definitely ahead of us on time, and that's very standard for us, right? It's just a different philosophies and things like that, and this works out very well for SSX, as you can see. So I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up to wake up, see what the score is. Salty is phenomenal war alliance. SSX top 10 masters multiple seasons in a row, so not too shabby ourselves. So I'm excited to see it. Let's go ahead and get to those season stats. Okay, here are the season stats. As you just saw, SSX, we are 1-0, going to be awaiting the result of this war here against Salty. For me, 8 kills, 0 deaths, 3 total champions came in, 0 boss kills, 2 defender kills. Hopefully get a couple defender kills as we go along. Boss kills, we got some killers in our battle group, so I am fine with that. This is allowing me to get in, play my matches, feel like I'm contributing, and get back to my life. So I'm very okay with that, especially with the studs we got there in this battle group and in this alliance. My current deathless streak is at 36. We've got America Chavez taking the lion's share. Kate Bishop's coming along doing her thing. Very excited about that. And Iron Man, who you know I love, and we got to use last war, show off his tankiness and some absolutely rather large damage potential. In fact, in my my Necropolis predictions video, I didn't mention him. I really didn't think of him. And then really cool, because I asked everyone else to put out their predictions, and one commenter put it out Iron Man. I was like, you know what? That's making some sense. We know how big the damage can get. Really tanky champion. I'm curious about that. I'm curious about someone that I will test. I will be looking. If there are fights that make sense for him, I'm going to look to try to take them. You know I love war. I hope your war season is going phenomenally. I know mine is going great too. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all of SSX and my battle group mates, and of course those planners too. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.